Hey YouTube, Meddy's812, Team JMT, coming to you guys with another deck profile, and this one is my Chaos Dragons. And now you guys may be asking why Chaos Dragons this late in the format. Well, the guys at Lotus Guardian has asked me to be a bounty at their next Win-A-Box tournament. So basically what that means is during any given round, if you beat me, I'm worth so many packs, and if you win that round and you beat me, you get that many packs. Well, part of it was of being the bounty is they don't want me to play any top tier decks. And like, I have the ability now to build Dragon Rulers or Prophecies if I wanted to, and they don't want me to build those. I have Evil Swarm already built, and they're like, we don't want you to play that. We want you to play something off the beaten path. We want you to play something fun and exciting. And I was like, what better than Chaos Dragons to play that would be fun and exciting and will give me the opportunity to show off a lot of creative plays and a lot of creative tech choices. So that's what I've done. I've rebuilt my Chaos Dragons, and this is what I'm going to be playing at the free Win-A-Box at Lotus Guardian here in town. So let's get into this. Boss Monster, Red Eyes Darkness Metal, free Monster Reborn, and free Monster from your hand if you want. Dark Armed Dragon. With as much graveyard control that you have in this deck, Dark Armed Dragon stays live almost all through the game, and is just really, really good. Triple Light Pulsar gives you your Red Eyes Darkness Metal back when he's destroyed. Dark Flare Dragon at 3. He's a level 5, which gives me access into my rank 5 plays. However, he's actually a lot better for his additional effect to discard and remove cards from the graveyards and whatnot. He's a lot better for that effect than what he's given credit for. So yeah, 3 Dark Flare Dragon. 1 Eclipse Wyvern. The only targets I have are Dark Armed Dragon and Red Eyes Darkness Metal, so that's why I'm only running the 1. And I really feel like that's really all you need is just the 1. So there you go. There's my dragons. The Chaos Blackluster Soldier Envoy and Chaos Sorcerer. And then, like most everybody else, I'm running the Lightsworn engine in this deck, starting with double Lila. There's not enough back row anymore to warrant more than 2. 1 Jane. Now this is where some of my interesting little tech choices start. 1 Jane. If I get past Ophion, and I have several answers in the deck for Ophion, so when I get past Ophion, I've still got to worry about some of the other beaters that the Evil Swarm deck has, and Jane actually gets me past those beaters. He gets bigger than 1950, so Heliotrope is not a problem. He gets bigger than the 1750, so Caster's not a problem. And then he just gets bigger than everything else in the meta. So at 2100, he is an excellent answer to a lot of stuff. So Jane sneaks its way into the deck. The next interesting tech choice is Aaron. Now, Aaron is a little slow for most formats. However, I've got a couple of Mermills in my area, and anytime that they set their land and I can just go poke and put their land back in their deck, it aggravates the piss out of them, and that's what I really love. There's also just a couple other slower decks in my local area that Jane just makes great plays against. So Jane makes his way in there. Last but not least, for my Lightsworn engine is Triple Raikou. Basically answers all the back row that my opponent has, and it also answers Ophion quite well. So there's my Lightsworn engine. Next, let's go ahead and talk about some of the darks. I've got Double Tour Guide and Night Assailant. Those are fairly self-explanatory as far as those cards are concerned, I really guess. Next, Gores. Now, I talk about all the answers that I have for Ophion, and this guy is the exact opposite. He is one of the worst cards to have in your hand when it comes to Ophion because you can't summon him. But he stops a lot of OTKs, and he fits in the deck quite well because of that, because he stops the OTKs, because you run no back row and very little chance to stop those pushes that your opponent's going to make. However, the next reason that I really like Gores is, let's say that you've dropped Gores and you have your token on board. The next card that I tech in, Debris Dragon, makes for a lot of interesting plays, and this is one of them. Say you're sitting at this field, you've got your token and you've got your Gores. So you've got 2 cards on board and your Debris Dragon. You summon Debris Dragon and target your Effect Veiler in your graveyard. You bring out Effect Veiler, and then depending on which one is bigger, you're going to synchro Effect Veiler and either the Gores or the level 7 token. Let's say that the Gores is bigger at the moment, so we're going to synchro the Effect Veiler and the token into a level 8 and go into Scrap Dragon. At this moment, we're going to activate Scrap Dragon's effect, target the Debris Dragon, target your opponent's card, blow them both up, and now you've essentially swapped out, at the cost of a Debris Dragon, which blew up a card, you've essentially swapped out your token for a Scrap Dragon, which is an amazing swap if you ask me. So yeah, I mean, the deck has so many creative plays that's available to you, and Gores and Debris Dragon are just one of the few combos. I mean, there's so many in this deck. So now let's continue with it. Double Effect Veiler. I mean, you gotta have it. It's the way the meta runs now. You gotta have it. Another tech choice for an answer to Ophion: Freed the Brave Wanderer. He's not just an answer to Ophion, he's an answer to so many things in the meta right now, and just so many. He's too good, guys. Like, what he does is, by removing 2 light monsters from your graveyard from play, you can destroy one face-up monster on the field with higher attack than this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. But yeah, I tried him out, guys, and he's just too good. He answers any monster on the board that's bigger than 1700, and just answers so many things. Another choice that I've made is DD Warrior Lady. Now, this is just kind of a personal choice. I like the stun aspect that it gives me, and it's also a light, so it helps feed everything in the deck. Next, a card that nobody ever expects coming, I have Honest. Most everything in the deck, well, at least half the deck, is light, so Honest plays very well. Honest also, during the battle phase, affects your monsters, not your opponents, so the Evil Swarm player has very little that they can do to answer the Honest. So Honest is in there as an answer to most everything. Now some more darks. Double Kaiku answers most all the meta. And Plague Spreader Zombie. Again, you want to talk about some crazy creative plays? Plague Spreader Zombie is all that and a bag of chips when it comes to creative plays in this deck. So there you go, guys. There's my monsters. I think it's something like 30. I don't really know the exact number. Alright, spells. Monster Reborn, Heavy Storm, Dark Hole. The Trinity, it is what it is. They do what they do, and they're good at it. 1 charge of the Light Brigade. I've got 7. 3 Raikou, 2 Lila. Yeah, I got 7 Lightsworn monsters to go get with charge. 2 Solar Recharge. Again, I have 7 Lightsworn monsters. 1 Allure Darkness. Now, this is another tech choice of mine. Reinforcements of the Army. Now, the reason Reinforcements of the Army is significant, I've given you several reasons why I feel like Aaron is good. I've given you several reasons why I feel like Jane is good. DD Warrior Lady is good. Freed the Brave Wanderer. There are so many reasons why those cards are good. but they're only good in certain situations, and they're all warriors. So Roto allows me to go get them when I need them, for them to be the most significant during the game, the most optimal situations. Last card is Book of Moon. This actually could almost be up here with the power cards. This card has gotten to be so good here recently, and if you're not playing it, you need to try it out. Now, the last card that I'm playing, I'm only playing one trap, and this is it. Return from a Different Dimension. Return from a Different Dimension allows me to steal so many games, pay half my life points, and then bring back all of the monsters that I want that are removed from play. Too good. Steals so many games. I get to be, there's no other way to talk about it. It steals so many games. So there you go, guys. That's the main deck. Let's go ahead and get the extra deck. You got my tokens. The me tokens, M7 bouncing stuff, giving me stuff back, Strike Bouncer, Chaos Sorcerer, or the Light Pulsars make those guys, Vocalsaurus, blowing stuff up and burning your opponent. Sounds good. Shark Fortress, rank 5. Your opponent can only target this card for attacks while it's face up, so they have to destroy this first. It's 2,400. You can detach and allow any monster on your side of the field to attack twice. Too good, guys. You have to try this card out, and it's only a common. Queen Dragoo Jin leads for a lot of OTKs. Starleech Polydynamo, all your light 4 stars give you this guy who can pay for himself and also negate effects, and it's good stuff. Another one that I'm trying out, Constellar Omega. 2 light monsters will give you this guy, and he can protect himself also. So he can protect himself almost like a Pandemic or a Lance built into him. One Zen Mains, kind of felt like dropping this, but then I want good, useful rank 3s to go into with my tour guide plays. I kind of feel like I'd rather have number 17 Leviathan Dragon than this, but as of right now, it's going to be Zen Mains, and I'll probably end up regretting it at some point during the tournament and wish that this was Leviathan Dragon. Leviair the Sea Dragon. Star Eater, Effect Veiler, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal will actually give me this. There's several other plays that I can make to get me into this, but that's one of the obvious ones. And this guy is freaking huge and really hard to deal with. So yeah, he's in there. Scrap Dragon, there is absolutely nothing better than having Red Eyes Darkness Metal on board, making Scrap Dragon, activating Scrap Dragon's effect to target himself, target a monster on the field, blow him up and that target, and then activate Red Eyes Darkness Metal's effect and bring Scrap Dragon back, and then do it all over again. So many people miss that aspect over and over again, but Scrap Dragon is just too good in this deck. You gotta have him in there. One Crimson Blader, again, he answers so many things in the meta. My Akiza signed Black Rose Dragon. Orient Dragon at level 6. Now, a lot of people overlook this card also. He's level 6, so Debris Dragon and Raikou give me this. And when this card is synchro summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and banish that target. I'm sorry, target one face-up synchro monster your opponent controls and banish that target. He's my only target or option at level 6, but there are a couple of 6 Sam decks in the meta here, and they get pretty upset when you remove their Shin because they have no way of answering this, because again, they can protect themselves from being destroyed and they can protect themselves from the spells, but they can't protect themselves from the monster effects. So Orient Dragon sneaks in there and gets his effect off quite a bit. And the last card, Ally of Justice Catastor. He is what he is. He is good. I said it before, I feel like there's going to be some things in this extra deck that I feel like I wish I would have had, and I don't. I kind of feel like I wish I had another Eradicator target that I could sneak into the extra deck. So that could be like a Colossal Fighter or a Red Dragon Archfiend or something. Kind of wish I would have Armory Arm at level 4, but I don't really have the room for it, guys. I mean, I guess I could drop the Constellar Omega, maybe the Shark Fortress, a couple other things, but you know, I mean, I don't know. This is what I want to try. Like they want me to have fun with this, so that's what I'm going to do, is have as much fun with this as I possibly can. So yeah, guys, there you go. This is what I'm going to be playing at the free Win-A-Box when I am the bounty there. So I appreciate it. Subscribe, comment down below. If you want to know how I do with this deck, you need to hit me up on Facebook. I'll put a link down below to my Facebook page. I'm going to give all of my results from this day and my experience as a bounty on my Facebook page. So make sure you hit me up there and follow me there if you want to know how this does. So, subscribe, comment down below, show us how much you love us.